Namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way on this divinely guided day. Hopefully, you are well and rested, and so are your families too. Thank you so much for coming back to tap into another divinely guided messages. Yes, there are many messages. For another divinely guided message and messages. If you're new to the space, allow me to be the first to welcome you. Quick disclosure, I do come in hot and sometimes not. What that means is I do cuss and curse, I speak the truth, and I call out names when guided through. Hopefully you can vibe like that, and if you can, allow me to be the first to welcome you. To my A1s, to my day ones, the Soul Tribe family as a whole, I love you and the divine loves you. Thank you so much for everything you have done for our space and you continue to do for our space. I am truly grateful for each and every one of you. Ashe and thank you. All right, y'all, let's get ready to tap in to the messages and see what it is that the divine needs and wants you to know. I also heard Spirit tell me say the divine universe, what the divine universe needs and wants you to know, since we are being governed by universal laws. Ashe and thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you, divine. Thank you, angels, ancestors, and spiritual guides. Ashe. Divine, at this time, I ask that you continue to keep us protected during this read, all reads, and all the time. I ask that you provide us with clear and concise messages, as well as clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment. Any negativity, any toxicity, any evil being thrown or projected at myself or the Soul Tribe family, I ask that you shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it, as we too shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it, clearing it, canceling it, and releasing it back to the universe. Ashe, and thank you. All right, y'all, let's tap in, see what the divine needs and wants you to know. Strength here, Leo energy, very strong. Okay. I feel like, with this energy, some of you are taking control of your life. Okay. You're taking your life back. You're taking control of your life back. Okay. This takes a lot of courage to do that. Okay. I'm seeing courage, Tin Man, Wizard of Oz, Yellow Brick Road. Mm, mm, interesting. So we have strength here. There's something you may also need to do. Now, what I just picked up with that one, oh, look, we have strength, determination, and family. I'm telling you, I was just, wow. So, what I'm picking up with this strength, you're making a determination when it comes to your family. Piscean energy out here, you could be a Pisces moon, you could be tapped into your intuition, being in that Pisces moon, a creative energy, but also, there's something that you have to make a determination when it comes to your family. Mhm. Because I feel like there's an energy. Okay, this could be your ancestors. Okay, your ancestors could be feeling as if you are not finished or really done with your family, or somebody in your family is feeling like you're not really finished or done. Because it's something like, I feel like, you may have called yourself being done with your family many times over, but because of your heart space, you, and look, when I look over and see the heart, quit playing. Yeah. Pertaining to these family issues, okay, and the flow of life and the sacrifices that you have made versus the sacrifices they wanted to make pertaining to when it came to you or didn't want to make, okay. Um, I feel like there's a determination here pertaining to your family and whatever blood sacrifice they were willing to make to steal your inheritance. That's just what's coming out. Mhm. And somebody here may even have some sort of guilt, okay, behind a sacred initiation that, once again, strength is here. Okay, family. Once again, strength is here that you were able to, be divinely guided through. It's like the divine is always right on time. You have to be strong. Okay. for somebody, many bodies. Okay. Because this could be a shocker to you to find out that it was your family the entire time, but your family was also working with other organizations and groups and companies and businesses or employers, so-called friends, lovers. Okay. Um, there's definitely some family issues. You have to determine some sort of outcome here. Mm. This is a head over heart type of energy. Like you got to use your head on this one, family. Ooh, wee. And I say family because look, we are all one, but shit, that don't mean that you got family you love, you just don't like them. But then some of them don't even love or like you. So then this is what you need to come to determine at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you got to trust and protect your joy and your freedom when it comes to them. Mhm. I heard that. Yeah, you got to trust and protect your joy and freedom because you're not a part of any society. I'm gonna let you know that now. You know, you are with the divine and the divine is with you, and that is it. Either there are individuals or energies that are going to accept that and respect that, or they're not. And if they're not, then you allow them to live their life and reap the seeds that they sow, reap the karma that they sow. Hmm. So with this strength and making this determination when it comes to these family issues, you're supposed to trust and protect your joy and your freedom with pure, clear intentions. Hmm. Hmm. Because somebody ready to sign some papers. Oh Lord. This could be pertaining to a marriage. Yeah. And I mean pure, clear intentions when it comes to your healing and no clowns allowed energy. Mm. There was something that was confidential, but you cracked the code. Somebody was trying to keep something confidential, but you cracked the code. It wanted to come out on the fence. Okay. I feel like with this strength, determination, and provide, excuse me, y'all, provide coming out on the fence. Okay. Somebody wants you to take a look again at something, at this corruption. The divine wants you to take another look at this corruption. Because this corruption it's tied to somebody you probably already know anyway. Mhm. Mm. And this was something that was coming up, and it has something to do with the law enforcement shit. You see the damn badge? Uh-huh. Something about looking at the corruption when it comes to law enforcement. Okay, let me take a deeper look. Let me see. Look again. Search and illuminate and reveal the corruption in authority, detective, and police. Damn, really? So something about anybody that has handled your case, anybody that has that is so funny. Y'all listen here. Ooh wee. I'm not somebody that even be getting caught up. So the fact that my ass was even in a jail cell May 5th of 2024, I was like, yeah, this looked like a fucking setup, right? But wait for it. The dude, and this is an intermission, not you know what I'm saying? Not, you know what I'm saying, trying to project, but just telling you, what happened to me. So the dude, right? I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? First of all, they came to stitch me up. I told them, no, I'll go in and glue it on the charm confirmation. Somebody might need to hear this, okay? Because your situation, you may be thinking it was set up. And but you like, what the fuck? It doesn't even make sense. But yeah, people do shit like that. This is what I'm telling you, family. People do shit like that. It's crazy because we would never think to do things like this. This confirmation again. Okay. We would never even think to do things like this because it just doesn't even pass. I don't, it's not even that it doesn't pass the common sense test. It doesn't pass the rational test. Like, what the fuck got you thinking like this and doing things like this? Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to sit down and be a dark ass energy to think. But we ain't gonna, I'm telling you, to even think how these people think, this shit crazy. You know how much energy it takes to do some shit like that? To plot and to follow somebody their whole fucking life and get put into positions to where you can follow this person every fucking where. Oh, there's somebody close to you or knows you or you know them, or there's a mutual circle kind of energy here, masculine energy up in this law enforcement shit here. There's also a feminine that knows somebody that was in law enforcement. Mm. I heard the name Carlos. What the fuck? Somebody might know a Carlos. Something to do with sheriffs. What the fuck? Hold up. Something that you need to look again, search and illuminate and reveal the corruption within the authorities and detectives and police. So back to the story, okay? Before I get sidetracked, because I'm over here channeling right now and I'm standing up, okay? On your feet thinking about it. Man, be grateful. Something here about you need to be grateful, okay? That you are speaking out here, okay, with your expressions of truth. Taste the truth, okay? And love it, okay? Have pleasure in speaking the truth, okay? Because this is how you control them damn liars and those critiquers that are speaking lies, okay? Be grateful, okay? Count your blessings every single day and have an abundance and use your gifts. Now, here is what I am picking up. You could look at this in two different ways. There could be some law enforcement for you, and there could be some law enforcement against you. I just heard that too. But at this energy I'm picking up, you dealing with more that's against you. They been trying because they all had something to do with this pot of gold or some money. hmm Has something to do with power. Like, tell me more about this power. Yeah, your rebirth. I promise you, I cannot make it up. See, family, you were reborn. And I feel like with this disguise coming out, somebody didn't notice you at the bottom of the defect, at the bottom of the deck. They didn't notice you or your rebirth into this power. You know, it was a disguise to defend something. Let me see. Tell me why I see rebirth power and disguise. Oh, I'm hearing you was hidden. Yeah. Damn. So your rebirth is powerful and something is being hidden when it comes to your work. Damn. Mm, that's deep. Okay, so back to the story. I'm sorry. I know y'all like, what the story? What's that story? Okay, so long story short, just an example, okay, so that you might be able to confirm that your shit was all the way set the fuck up. Long story short, let me tell you what happened, family. I go here, I get my dad, fuck him. I ain't gonna keep bringing him up. But at that point, okay, the man then got me thrown in jail so he could steal shit, okay? Nevertheless, I go to jail. And I'm in here like, what the fuck? This is not even normal. Like, I didn't do shit. That's all I kept saying was like, what the fuck? How I get in jail? This nigga here cut me with the motherfucking knife. And then went and cut himself with the knife and lied and told these people I pistol whipped him. Why would first of all, my dad over here looking like Spiegel. If I hit him with something, it's not gonna be no straight line cut, right? It's gonna be like bruised, busted open, or something. You know what I'm saying? If it man, family, right? The man he laughs at me. I ain't never had nobody laugh. I'm checking into jail, right? The man, he's like, come over here. They doing this check-in. After I have to go get a tetanus shot for the fucking knife cut. I said, what the fuck? This is crazy. All I keep thinking to myself is, how am I in here? What the fuck is going on? See, these is rituals. See, they be trying to line you up like you supposed to not know some shit. Let me tell you, Kendrick Lamar, what he saying? This is how they get a nigga gone because they try to set you up and they line you up for bullshit, family. The man, as he is putting my name in the system, right? He's like, and your name and this and that. And then I was like, okay, so what am I being charged with? And when he told me, he said some crazy shit, right? And I said, so what is that? He was like, that's a felon. I like to shit a brick right there. I said, what? Right? Y'all, I don't know what happened, but he laughed. He was like, he was like, hell no. Like, I'm in fucking shock. I ain't lying. Ugh. I go walk over to talk to some doctor about if I'm on meds or anything. And I'm sitting here like, I can't believe this shit. What the fuck is going on? Something about you need to look at something. See, here it is. It's like, listen, family, ooh, I don't what? Wow, the savior. I never told somebody, sorry, they never told you about something. This rebirth power in disguise. Okay, this rebirth brings you into some sort of power. And what was hidden, whatever this disguise, this mask was, diving deeper to disguise. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm like, oh. Now listen, family. I was sitting there looking at these motherfuckers like, listen here. And when the man said it and he laughed, I thought to myself, how you just go laugh at me? And I'm over here floored at some shit, right? Yeah, give a different wow. So diving into the skies, give a different appearance in order to conceal one's identity, a means of alerting one's appearance or concealing a means of altering one's appearance or concealing one's identity. So somebody, or perhaps you, maybe you've been in the disguise all this time and didn't even know. I'm picking up on strong spiritual energy too. Like you are the seer and an oracle, like you are connected. Like the divine is going to deliver messages to you and through you. Damn. So your rebirth into this power has your true work hidden. What is the true work? Oh, transformation? Tell me more. Oh, we diving into that hell to the no I am. I don't care. Ooh, I'm telling you, let me see. A significant change in form, nature, or appearance. So a transformation refers to a significant change in form, nature, or appearance. It can describe a wide range of changes from physical transformation like metamorphosis to more abstract concepts like personal or organizational transformation. Yeah, there is an exchange in power. There's a difference in power. There's a change in power happening. Really. The term also has specific meanings in various fields like mathematics, mm, linguistics, and biology. Change in form or appearance. This is the most common understanding of transformation, referring to the noticeable alteration in shape, structure, or outward presentation. Listen. Why am I feeling like somebody had something to do with forcing a change in nature or character? Transformation can also involve fundamental shift in someone's personality, behavior, or essence. Wow. And this has everything to do with some sort of dynamics. So it's like you're stepping into some sort of, okay, family, only take this how this resonates. And this is for like a reader, an oracle, possibly even someone that is going through an ascension that will eventually be one. Okay, you may be a practitioner, a healer, a star seed. You are a galactic being. You have some sort of spiritual gifts. Something to do with you being a true speaker as well. Somebody was thinking this was a game they was playing or something like that. Okay. This has something to do with your family. Okay. And the family issues. And spirit is saying trust and protect your joy and freedom through pure, clear intentions. Okay. And your pure, clear intentions is all about healing, but this healing has a lot to do with the transformation, whether it's physical, okay, because we have physical changes, okay, your energy, your personality, all that. Okay. Ooh. Something about your playfulness and your kindness, okay? Something about this in this rebirth. Hmm. There has been a there has been a transfer of power. Hmm. And with this power hunt, there were a lot of possible corrupt officials involved. Eh, ooh, this is crazy. Tell me why, tell me why that power hunt. So the power hunt, it was created. Somebody created this. Okay. Power hunt and creation. And then why did I see Sagittarius? Yeah. Sagittarius energy out here, Pisces energy out here, Gemini energy out here. Huh. Family. Something about travel and power and freedom. Something about you being traveling. Oh, something about you traveling. Something was hidden, and that was a victory. I'm about to get another deck. Hold on. Somebody was trying to disguise who you were or to keep something hidden pertaining to who you are. Let me see what deck I want. Oh, okay, I heard that. Just get this one. Okay. Ooh, I ain't pulled this deck out in a minute. All right, y'all. Let's see. Clarify for me, please, and thank you, Spirit. This rebirth. Okay. with the playfulness and the kindness. Somebody thought mm, that they could play off of that energy possibly because see, you're somebody that is you in a powerful position of some sort. So somebody thought through this rebirth and your playfulness and your kindness, they had some sort of expectation. And whatever that expectation was, something changed your mind or changed your thoughts, or there was something that was changed here because somebody was hunting you behind this power that you have that they wanted. And something about you and your thoughts towards this person, there could have been a masculine energy out here that they changed their mind or they changed their thoughts when it came to something. And whatever changed, maybe it's your location that changed, maybe it's the way they think of you and the location you're in. Whatever this masculine is thinking about, something's about to change with your location. Interesting. And this is a victory because something's got to stay hidden. What the fuck? And this could be being communicated. This victory is being communicated here. And it's a mystery too. Has something to do with your work. Tell me more about this disguised victory and communicate. Boom. So something about your work, something about your, oh shit, what the fuck? You're being hidden. And this is some sort of victory that's being communicated. Maybe you're being hidden to look like you're in poverty or some shit like that. What the fuck is this? Because it has everything to do with this family dynamic. You might be the one in your family that holds a lot of power, but power over what? And this poverty was just something that your family was trying to do to you, want you to think that you're in poverty so you could be low vibrational, possibly, so they could steal something from you. But somebody has some sort of expectation because of your rebirth, and it brought in playfulness and kindness. Because that's just, I mean, that might have been who you were overall. Mm. Your family could be concealing something pertaining to, look, this is it. They want you to feel like you in poverty or something, family, but they in poverty. That's crazy. There's something that's under judgment right now. It's the decisions being made. Adjudication is here. Somebody could be going to jail behind some sort of work they did to come up against you during this period of you during this period of the power passing on to you, a mature woman. There's some sort of power dynamic that's being passed on to you when it comes to the family, when it comes to the decisions of a very powerful family. And they were concerned about this because you know all these motherfuckers dark ass secrets. You know they ain't shit. You know your family ain't shit. I promise you, and you the one that's held high honor, you know your family ain't shit. So they wanted to take your position. And somebody started seeing things, thinking about you, looking at the dynamics. They started seeing, look, it's something about your playfulness and your kindness, like you're just playful and kind. And they already knew that your family, somebody out here really knew what your family was doing. They knew your family was hunting you down. And there's somebody's thoughts about you changed. So it was something about making you appear to be in poverty. Now, just I know what you're saying. Okay. Maybe you know what I'm saying? Maybe you are this rich energy living as if you're in poverty, and that's just the disguise to keep something about the family hidden or unknown to you, hidden or unknown to you. And the courts had something to do with it, but now there's a decision being made. And this was something that was inspired. Inspired by who? Inspired by what? Balance. Hmm? Wow. Listen here, family. Wow. You so your strength inspired balance. Your determination inspired balance. This situation inspired balance. You called judgment down on corruption and you took a look at everybody that was involved. But there's something about there being a lot of corruption within law enforcement, authorities, detectives, and police. Because, like, yeah, when I went and just take it how it resonates, okay, I'm speaking to those that you could resonate with something that did happen to you and you just didn't make any sense because you was like, I ain't supposed to even be in here. I don't know what the fuck going on. But something about your playfulness and your kindness, somebody knew you went through a rebirth and they saw power in that. Mhm. And they took something for granted, or somebody took something for granted, or somebody got to thinking about why somebody would even be wanting to hunt you down type energy. And it was because your creativity was going to reveal these motherfuckers. That's what it was. Something you do. Yep. You revealed their collaboration. There was a collaboration here. Boom, bam. Mhm. Yep. Your wisdom. Your wisdom knew it. You like, hold up. So there was a collaboration and on a confirmation on the chime, and you was wise enough to see it too. So your family had been conspiring and collaborating with confidence with law officials. Oh, you motherfuckers. Mm-mm-mm. Something about you doing the research. Yeah, doing the research by recalling things. Mhm. Your memory is recalling things. Yeah, damn, I heard that. Yeah, your memory is recalling things. Hmm. At the bottom of the deck, yeah, something about adaptation, adapting to something. Oh, wait, let me see something. I don't know what's going on. Let me see something. Damn, I heard that. Shit. Your family, the dark side, they do the dark work. And you're the compassionate one. You're the Queen of Cups. Interesting. Queen of Cups energy out here. You're the one that's healing from a lot of the things your family may have been doing. That's why the divine says, remember, okay? Yes, trust and protect your joy, your freedom with pure, clear intentions. And stay in that energy of healing. Because, yeah, this conflict right here with the Five of Wands and what is this? The Knight of Wands. Yeah, this was a competition for a position. And there was a lot of rivalry here. And strife and tension for the energy. And somebody knew this. They were able to see the truth of things. They were able to see why somebody was trying to like mess you up, make it look like something was you. I feel there was a lot of documentation tampering and shit. I feel like people were like doctoring up medical records and all kind of shit, like trying to make you look like you was look, somebody knew some shit. There was a hellified plot. That's why you have to be very determined when you come to dealing with the energies of your family, okay? Because they was out here competing for your energy, your position, and them having to possibly adapt to you. Yep, on the chime confirmation. Them having to adapt to you, not you to them. 10-10, that's the completion. Mhm. Man, wow. That's crazy. And you know what, family? This is bad to say, but at the bottom of the deck, it's like spirits like shit. Your family wanted you unalive. You gonna have to determine what to do with them. What? Are you going to defend your death? Defend this symbolic death for a miraculous rebirth? Or somebody came and defended it? Ooh, we scorpionic energy so that you could grow. Yeah, your family's treacherous. Shit. Something about you being still and resting during this time and believe what spirit is telling you when it comes to your peace. Damn. Your peace, your freedom, your protecting your peace and freedom, trusting in the divine, your joy, your happiness, your healing. Like somebody is here to defend you against your family so that you can put some shit to rest. Damn. And this shit you got to put to rest, it is justice. Ooh. Damn. That's crazy. Your instincts are telling you this. Wow. Your instincts are telling you that somebody loves you and that there is an ending coming in. Mm. So there is a transformation, an ending for a new beginning. There's a change. There's a shift in power. Something about when somebody passes on, power is going to be shifted. And this has a lot to do with somebody's past resentment and desire to reconcile. But somebody want to reconcile right now with you. Confirmation. Because they know that they tried to take you out. And now they want to know what you gonna do with their ass. Hangman here. Mm-mm. They want you to pause and surrender and let go. There's some sort of new perspective here and an enlightenment here. viewing things differently than before, a deep insight, some sort of sacrifice that changed. Somebody could be wanting you to release something, release them from some sort of trick they tried to play. Hell to the no, because that was a trick. This was like they were, you know what I'm saying? Mm-mm. This was betrayal. They could be in fear right now of your decision when it comes to them. And there's something you're gonna have to be courageous about because these folks was cunning. Damn. Somebody wants you to see something different. Fuck no. They was cunning when it came to these secrets here. What they was doing over here, that was cunning and very secretive. And no. Something like that. Listen here. Yeah. King of Cups at the bottom with this Hermit. Yeah, with this Eight of Wands for the Ace of Wands. Yeah. King of Cup saw everything, okay, with this Hermit out here, because the King of Cup isn't, they may know the underworld, okay, be some sort of dark attachment, but they can see the light, okay. They did some soul searching. This could be this King of Cups right here. They had to do some soul searching and thinking. They came in fast. Rapid action was taken because they could see new projects or they could see something new coming through you. Look, somebody tried to steal your creation, motherfuckers. I told you they cloned my phone, honey child. They was trying to be all up in my shit. Everything I had ever even created. Somebody was trying to take something that you haven't launched yet, your business or something, and they went in and tried to, like, change. And you may have let somebody be, and it was your punk ass, bitch ass daughter for me, because I put the motherfucker on my nonprofit. So this bitch probably tried to, I'm sorry. Yes, look, I can't make it up. Look at the only card that was sitting. I was like, damn, I'm sitting here shuffling. That's the only one. Yeah, this bitch tried to steal my work. Somebody seen that. It was proven. Mm. She partnered with the devil. hmm She partnered with the devil. And this is coming out because I can't make it up. Now they trying to save themselves from a heartbreak, some sort of disaster, because they know that you know that they crossed you in such a way. Only take what resonates. This may not be specifically, but you know what I'm saying, your personal circumstance situation, but they trying to save themselves from a motherfucking heartbreak or some sort of, you know what I'm saying, divorce or something, because it feels to me like there was a lot of relationships that depended on your downfall so that they could get this money or they could be the ones to run some sort of project or business idea that you already created. So family peep gang, right? I came up with a dope ass tiny home kind of plan. Boom, I can't make it up. Star Energy, right? I got the whole wibbity wop, like everything. Started the nonprofit, paid a company to do it. They all of a sudden kind of like, switched up. They was a part of it too. There's a lot of people here that want to steal your creativity. That's what it's all about. Put their name on some shit, okay? So that they can profit, but these motherfuckers ain't worthy to profit because they ain't never did shit for nobody. This bitch ain't never did shit for nobody. And if she has, it's been on some, okay, what I get in return shit. Okay. For this energy I'm picking up on right here. Okay. This is a very selfish energy. They already know that they crossed you, right? But they know that you're kind and loving, but they also know that you do have another side to you. Your other side is definitely, hey, we all one. Somebody is afraid of your decision when it comes to them. Are you going to cut them out completely? Are you gonna allow them back in? No, you gonna cut them out completely. Because the motherfuckers want to take you out. They were in their shadow side for real. Hmm. Somebody knew that, saw that. Yeah, no, you're cutting them off. You're cutting them out completely. I can't make it up. You may be a queen of wands. They may be a queen of wands. She's a queen of wands, and she's in the reverse. Hmm. See, because this has everything to do with your self-respect and your self-confidence. Hmm. Hmm. You're very selfless, a selfless energy. This is what I'm picking up. This is what it's saying. You're selfless energy, and you were dealing with somebody that's very jealous. Hmm. Queen of Wands energy out here, Aries energy. Hmm. And see this energy right here, she ain't that listen, I know she ain't gonna never, she ain't never been that type. They know you gonna leave their ass out in poverty, high priestess. To fend for themselves because they've been coming for you for a long time. And this last thing they really wanted to have happen to you was for you not to be here. Straight up. Somebody also knew that. That's why movement is here. A high priestess is being trusted in their movement. There's an action that's being taken pertaining to this direction. And it's going to take encouragement or courage because there's giving and receiving energy here, something that everyone could benefit from when it comes to the wealth. And sharing it. I can't make it up. And that Ace of Cups, somebody sees your kind, giving, caring heart, and there's an emperor. Hmm. See, they know they dealing with selfish people and your temperance energy. You bring things into balance. Mm. And there's harmony here, and there's meaning in it. There's meaning in this harmony. Yeah. Knight of Cups energy. Somebody here wants to possibly make you a romantic offer. And they know that your family was trying to like get rid of you some kind of way. Maybe take you from um the energy of being connected to source to putting you in low vibrational energy, some sort of poverty energy, like selling you off to something or someone. That's crazy. The motherfuckers got life fucked up. Now they holding some burdens. Hmm. Because whatever wish they thought was about to come true, they're holding some burdens, and their households are now upside down because they should have never wanted to juggle you and put you on that type of path. Now they have to do some adapting to the decisions that they, as a family unit, came to. And this is your aunts, your uncles, your children, your cousins. It's a lot of people in your family that betrayed you in an ultimate way. And now they sit up worried about the shit, worried about the decision you gonna make now that you know what they've done and the power that you hold. because they was definitely trying to strip you from some sort of power for an ace of pentacle and this world energy, the fulfillment, something you'll be fulfilling through travels, or you have already traveled throughout the ethers, astro traveled. There's some sort of celebration of life and alignment. Yeah, your family is worried about what the hell you gonna do to their ass behind what they have done to you. At the bottom of the deck, yeah, the chapter is done. You're the whole damn book. Mhm. Yeah, chapter is done. You're the whole damn book. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah. See, they were addicted, attention addict. Okay, look at me. Okay, this is your family, a bunch of clowns back here, attention addicts. Look at me. You ain't worried about nobody looking at you. They wanted the attention, they wanted the power, they wanted everything, and you ain't even moving like that, family. You just want your peace. Yeah, that stalker, they was having you hunted down, stalked, by crooked law enforcement. hmm They were working with people, networking with a lot of people. And these people were constantly trying to keep you attached to their low vibrational energy. Yeah. And you were their mirror, not a threat. These people had ample amount of time to change, but they didn't. They said, "Fuck it." They was gonna move towards you. Somebody wants you to make a decision when it comes to your family and deleting the scene with you editing them out, and the plot got better. Yeah, as soon as you deleted the scene, edited them out, the plot got better. So they already knew that, you are for helping everyone, not just certain ones or something like that. And they didn't want you to share the family wealth or something like that. Spirit said that flip flying over there. Yeah, they tried it. And now that you know they tried it, what you gonna do about it? Because I feel like the power is in your hands. Yeah. With this false alibi and excuses and jurisdiction defenses. Yeah, somebody sitting up here now trying to give false alibis to shit. They got doctors involved in shit, hospitals involved, they got courts involved. Yeah. And somebody's about to watch you sit over here. While this family, listen, this family was breadcrumbing you the whole time. You were starving while they threw you breadcrumbs, keeping this information concealed, masked, okay? Yeah, keeping the identity, keep trying to keep your identity concealed and masked within the judicial system, within the justice system, because you are the benefactor. You are the inheritor of this Ten of Pentacles energy, of this legacy, this dynasty. And that's what they were trying to take and literally, for real, keep it from you. Yeah, with all the love bombing. hmm You saw through that shit. You burned it down with the truth. Their false narratives were burned down with the truth. Yep. They could have lethally tried to poison you some sort of way. If you ever felt like you got pricked with a needle or some shit, you look, yeah, they did not want you to whistle blow on that. If you ever thought you got pricked by a needle or something, there's some sort of evidence that somebody tried to do something to you. Yeah, because they left a footprint or something. It could have been, them trying to delete shit. Okay. Mm, mm. Yep. They know they going to prison. Your family may be about to get some prison time, honey. A lot of your family members, yeah, because misery loves company, but you sent your regrets. You declined that offer. You declined to be involved with them, especially when it came to this type of selfish shit. hmm I feel like you handle some things with grace here at the bottom of the deck. And spirit is telling you to trust yourself, and communication may be coming in that's going to balance something out with this connection here. After you have cleansed your energy, you've got freedom and safety here, and someone who supports you, because you are someone who definitely shows yourself self-love, and you're a nurturer. Yeah. And you know, and everybody knows that you've prospered through love. That's how you've been prospering, through some sort of connection and meditating to the most high or speaking to the most high God. That brought back your hope, and that's what released you. Yeah. That's what brought you into this transformation. That's what brought in this harmony and happiness. Someone has accepted your growth and your peace that comes with it. Somebody wants to collaborate with you because they know the awareness, they know the type of awareness that you have, and they know that you're confident and you do bring hope for many, and you're very compassionate, and that's what your rebirth was about. Your family didn't ever want you to understand this, but someone else understood it. You understood it. You understood that's how miracles come about. And that has everything to do with the light within you. That's what friendships are built on. And that's where your abundance comes from, is your wisdom and your resilience and your prayers and your inspirations for others through universal wisdom. You are very determined, and you are all about divinity. Every moment is filled with divinity. So cherish it. And that's what you do. And that's the joy that you bring. Joy is the dance of the soul. Enjoy every moment. And that's the insight that you have. And it's all tapped into your intuition and your awakening. You had to be courageous to do what you did when you called out on these motherfuckers. Cause that's what I'm picking up. Okay, family, that's what I'm picking up. That you definitely call some people out, and you had to be courageous to do it. Now you're getting ready to step into a more adventurous type of era. Okay. Adventure is the path to new worlds. So be grateful here. Yes, be grateful for every moment and keep a heart of gratitude. Somebody here has embraced your change. They already knew you was your family members are some serpents. And it took a lot of bravery to even, deal with these type of energies. And that's why you're being blessed, because you discovered the strength within you and the compassion within you through your creativity to deal with these people. Now you're being asked, okay, through your strength and determination in your family, who was inspired to pretty much take something from you, but then you brought back the inspiration of balance. How you gonna deal with these people? How you gonna handle these people now that you have the power, or something like that, family? Shit. Okay. Oh. Let's just get a couple of closing messages. Ooh wee. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Closing message. Cards on the table. But that came out in the reverse. So let's see what it says. Maintain honesty and openness with others. Yep. To foster truth and understanding in your relationships. These people didn't do that. They didn't put their cards on the table. They did everything in secret. hmm And High Priestess energy, yeah. Possessing the intuition, you're the high priestess, possessing the intuition, the mystery, and the sensuality combined with rationality. Yep, the current period is a reminder to have faith in your instincts and trust your gut feeling. Mhm. At the bottom of the deck, we have growth out here. Cultivate a growth mindset and firmly believe that hard work and diligence will ultimately lead to your success. So this is what it is. Okay, you got a bunch of lazy asses. And when I say lazy, I mean lazy. You tell me what kind of jobs your family members done had. What kind of real work have they done? Most of them ain't really worked for shit. Yeah. Spirit is saying, wow, flipped on out. Significant transformation and change is imminent, okay? Making a way for new beginnings. So you are putting an ending to their lazy ass shit, how they've been acquiring and accumulating money. They're going to have to work for it. And that's what they scared of. That's why poverty came out, because they're afraid to be in poverty now that you have the power and the control. I can't make it up, bottom of the deck, of being the first lady. With the police coming out again behind the first lady. Yeah, we're interacting with those paid to serve and protect communities. Be weary of the biasness they may have. Mhm. Mm, wow. Something about grandma's kitchen here. Yep, the kitchen is a peaceful sanctuary where everything in the world seems fine. It blocks out all troubles, dramas, and hardships. So let me tell you, many of you spend a lot of time in your grandma's kitchen. Mhm. Some of y'all, that's where you learn how to cook, and it ain't your daddy's side. That motherfucker was never cooking. It's your mama's side. That grandma was always cooking. Message for somebody, okay? Yeah, there's some justice here. Consider the karmic consequences of their actions, possibly even your actions, okay? Fair judgment follows cause and effect, okay? Fair judgment. So, what is the fair judgment on your family members? Mhm. What is the fair judgment on your family members? And these religious leaders, because there were some religious leaders involved as well. Mm. And at the bottom of the deck, you got lovers out here. An important choice about partnership arises. Weigh your options fearlessly and stay true to your values, for the path you take will bring lasting impact. So some of y'all got a determination to make right here, right now, when it comes to your family, because somebody knew about the sadistic, diabolical shit your family was planning. Okay, because they're upset that you are getting this inheritance, or you are the benefactor, beneficiary of this inheritance. So yeah, weigh your emotions carefully and equilibrium within, because there is an unexpected surprise coming. Yeah. Refuge of flowering soul. Cultivate your spirit. Yep. Wait, gaze, judge, and reflect. Then act boldly so that you could sacredly blossom here. Yeah. And know it says, I am, and know that it says, I am indifferent. Okay. These people, I feel like, you are the limit. And I feel like they crossed the limit. They crossed that threshold. You may be feeling there's no compassion. Okay. You could be disinterested in them. and you're keeping everybody at an emotional distance from you because of what they did, because of what they had planned on doing behind these secrets. Yeah, touching the boundless limits of the universe. That's where you're at. Excuse me. And these people were trying to keep you in this hazy illusion. Yeah. So follow the moon and balance your mind. Yeah, because justice is coming to your family, these crooked officials, and everybody else who was involved. Okay, family? hmm Woo! Yeah, because as you sow, so shall you reap. Your family didn't want you to have love. Your family didn't want you to have security. Your family didn't want you to have a home. Your family didn't want you to have no money. Your family didn't want you to even have a life. hmm The bull of strength. I feel like there's a masculine force here. There could be a masculine force here. All right. Masculine force, a flame. Okay. Resolute. Something about a resolution to rules. Somebody could have been, looking at shit. Okay. Mad. Your family was mad because they were offering you up. This is some sorry motherfuckers. So now I feel like you have the power now to call down fair judgment on your family. All right, family. So I'm gonna leave that here for y'all. Only take what resonates. And leave the rest. All right. I love you and the divine loves you. Let's close out. At this time, divine, I ask that you continue to keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect, and good health and good wealth in our lives and all the time. Ashe and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.